Oh yeah, now my people, it's your guy, the Niger Englishman, and we are back here, One Touch TV settings, and it's your weekly edition of North London Rivals. Don't forget to smash the like button, share, comment, subscribe, all of that, and you know the rest. Big up everybody, big up all the Arsenal fans. A shout out kind of to the Tottenham fans, I guess. But we move. As you can see, the 1 week that Deji might have had a chance to host the show, he not there here. Where Deji there? He's late. Obviously, he's late like his team have been all freaking season. In hindsight, you guys know the rules on One Touch TV. You know that the team that has the better week or the better performance, that their representative gets to run the show. So, if we're doing it of the last game, Arsenal won 4-0 in the FA Cup, and Spurs won 1-0 the FA Cup. We were away from home, and as far as I know, I think they playing at home. I'm not 100%. Here he is. Goodness me. He managed to sneak in just as I was finishing the intro. I guess you comment section, you gotta let me know. Should Deji run the show really? I mean, his team only won the last game 1-0, but his angle is they've had 2 wins since we last done a stream, and we've only had 1. I don't know, man. Comment section, let me know. Let's get him in, though.
I can't believe you started the show without me. Sorry I'm late, but you would do that, innit? Same old Arsenal, always cheating. Same old Arsenal, always cheating. Ladies and everybody really in the chat, people watching live, people who are going to watch the show after the live has been streamed. Welcome to the North London Rivals show. You'll be pleased to see that there's a change to the dynamic. Can you switch the sides? Yes, damn bloody right. Because Tottenham got the better result over Arsenal last week, which I am so pleased to say.
Bruv, so what, you won 1-0, we won 4-0, bro. What are you talking about?
So the thing is, Tottenham won 2 games. We beat I can't even remember who we beat. We beat Crystal
Palace? I know,
Palace.
It's so rare for you to win a game. You don't know what's going on. I get it.
You drew with Newcastle, and then you beat a dusty Oxford City. So for me, it's only right that I host today's show. So look, before we're going to get into it. I think right now, Nigel, we really need to just talk about Arsenal and Nketiah and what you're doing. How are you feeling about the North London derby? You know, this is a far cry from where we were a few months ago. You guys are sitting top of the league, 5 points clear. How are you feeling?
Bro, don't worry about the North London derby. We'll address that later on in the week. It's too early for that, bro. I'm not trying to get you scared and shook about what's going to happen to your club just yet. You know what I'm saying? We will address that. We will address you lot later on in the week. It's too early for that. Let's deal with the recent performances, because at the end of the day, even though you did win the last game, your game was a little bit of a struggle. Meanwhile, the big man,
we played
1-0. You played Portsmouth at home, my guy, right?
Yeah.
And you won 1-0. So calm down, all right? Relax. We comfortably away from home disposed of Oxford. And the guy that you're running your mouth about, Nketiah, he banged in a brace.
No. Let's get into this, because Nketiah has scored against the poor West Ham team and has scored against 2 goals against Oxford. Is that what you're getting your knickers in the twist about? Is that what you're saying? What
I say? Okay, no.
He's arrived because he scored 2 against. Bro,
he scored 4 goals in 4 goals in 4 games, Deji.
Let me tell you something that you didn't know. Bro, I can score 2 goals against Oxford. How about that?
Yeah?
Me.
Yeah? Bruv, I don't know. I've not seen you play football, but you're a Spurs fan, so the chances of you being any good are quite limited, to be honest.
No.
Bargov, I know. Look, again, we're probably going to touch on it a little bit in this stream. Don't worry, but we've got a big North London preview of an action panel later on in the week. So, bro, you don't want me to start flexing on you, because you and I both know if I start flexing, it's long for you, bro.
Yeah,
it's
come
long.
on, bro.
It's long.
What are you going to do this weekend at Tottenham?
Bro, we're going to beat you, bro.
This weekend at Tottenham.
So say 2-1 to Arsenal.
2-1.
How many? Wait, hold on.
Arsenal, who's sitting 5 points clear at the top. Is that all you're gonna give,
brother? How much?
2-1.
Okay, wait. So how many points do you get for a win, bro?
You get 3 points.
So no matter what the result is, as long as it's a W, yeah. Exactly. So we're gonna end up doing a league double over you by 2-1.
Do you think that's good enough?
3 points is always good enough, bro.
All right, calm, bro.
3 points is always good enough. And obviously, you're not used to picking up 3 points in the Premier League. That's why you don't know about things. It's been a while since you got back-to-back victories. And this is something that we've been doing. 14 wins, 2 draws, and a loss, innit? Have you got the same stats?
No, we haven't. I'm not going to lie.
So when we're comparing W's on this stream, I beg you, calm it down. Got a little 2 wins in a week. Man's all excited and that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Who's more focused on the league?
We are.
Okay, well, exactly. Because
we're top of the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're top of the league, bro.
Apart from the Premiership, you're not actually playing in any other competition that makes sense. True or false?
False, because we just got into the 4th round of the FA Cup. What are you talking
about? Are you saying
and the Europa League as well?
Are you saying that the FA Cup is a serious competition?
100%, bro. And millions of fans worldwide will let you know.
Lying live on, bro. On a level, I like you a lot.
Tell him, Bargab. Tell him.
You're chatting some hella bullcrap. Your team, your starting lineup against Oxford told me exactly what you thought of the FA Cup. You thought it was for Mickey Mouses, yeah? Little mice running around London Bridge. That's what it was.
But your lineup didn't tell me that about your
team. No team put out their strongest team this weekend. So when I'm telling you that the FA Cup is a joke team cup, is a Mickey Mouse Cup, your team proved it themselves. Do you get what I'm saying?
Brother.
Anyway, let's get into
Tottenham fans don't get to shit on any
you want me to go over your last recent results, talk us through the draw against Newcastle, and then
that was so long ago. You sure you want to go all the way back there?
Oh bloody hell!
It's quite a while ago, to be honest.
And talk us about the Newcastle.
Quickly, this is what I will say,
and then move us.
Okay, this is what I'll say. So first of all, we hosted the team with this, I think, the second best defense in the Premier League, 3rd place in the Premier League, a team that shot up Shite Hart Lane a couple of months ago, and we were able to keep them at bay. Whereas you struggled mercilessly at your own ground. They came to your home and took away 3 points.
We're not talking about.
They took away 3 points. Okay, sorry.
What we're not doing. Can we be real? Because you don't like it when I do it. You're not. Don't be bringing my team into your analysis.
No problem.
Just talk about your dusty team, and then we'll get into a moment in the show where we talk about both teams and go head to head.
Yeah, big him up.
How you dealt with Newcastle? Don't be telling me about Tottenham and what we did in November.
No problem, man. Big up. I'm the City guy, man. Yeah, it's a rarity that you guys probably won't see again for a while, especially after this weekend when we do them in. So Deji is hosting, but against Newcastle, we just didn't have the answers. I mean, they put 11. The way it works is the start of the game had a lot of chances. First 15 minutes didn't take our chances. And that was the mistake. As soon as that happened, anyhow changed the tactics and they got right back in the game, put 10 men behind the ball, and we had no answers. Like, let me be honest. I mean, I think the referee was awful, but that wasn't the reason for our result, 100%. I just think we didn't have anything to change the game on the bench. And that's what the manager told me from not going to the bench. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, in hindsight, it's not the worst result against the 3rd best team in the league. And we're still top of the league.
Yeah, and talk me through Odegaard, because I mean you've been wax lyrical about Odegaard in the previous weeks, previous streams. I thought he was your person to kind of unlock the door. What was the problem against Newcastle then? Why wasn't Golden Balls able to kind of unlock that defense? Because you criticize Tottenham for not having a number 10, but that's what your number 10 is there for, to provide those goals, not that door. And what happened?
It wasn't one of his better nights, to be honest. I mean, if we're talking about that night,
he caught
talking
COVID.
about that one night in particular,
did he caught COVID or what happened?
No, he didn't catch COVID. He caught what all the Tottenham midfielders have had all season: a lack of creativity, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It just didn't happen for him that night. But if you look at his numbers, I don't think there's a Spurs player any close to those numbers this season in a midfield role. If you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I think if you check correctly, I think Højbjerg is close to them numbers.
Is close. Okay, so he's not quite there, right?
It's close. What Odegaard has scored? You want to refer me to the fact that Odegaard has scored 7,
and he's assisted 7. How about that? How many? Can you give me? Can you give me Højbjerg stats?
But can we also remind everybody
stats because as you brought him up, can I hear Højbjerg stats?
Odegaard is joint top goal scorer.
What does that mean?
Tottenham. Harry Kane has scored as much goals as two of your top goal scorers.
And what position does he have you in? What position has his goals got you to? One
player has done what 2 players do in your
100%. But what has that contribution put? Where's that contribution put you on the Premier League table? Are you still in the top 4?
Bro, how about what
You're not even in the top 4 and you're talking to me. Oh my days, brother. This is mad.
Let's get into it, bro.
We don't want to get into it, Deji. It's peak for you. R.I.P. Gianluca Vialli as well.
Yeah, rest in peace for Gianluca Vialli. What a legend. And, I was devastated to kind of hear that news. But let's have a proper segment for Vialli at the end so that we can chat to it.
For sure.
I'm not going to do that distraction tactic that you like to do. Bro, you came into the show chest pumped about Nketiah.
No, you brought him up, so I responded.
No.
You brought him up, so I responded.
If you want to rewind, we can rewind. So you're here pumping your chest about Nketiah. What I want to find out from you, are you happy with what you're seeing? Has Nketiah arrived? Is he doing enough to keep Jesus out of the team at the moment?
Well, I don't really need to answer that question because Jesus is injured right now, so he's not keeping anyone out of the team. He's the only fit striker. And for a striker's return to be 4 goals in 4 games, I mean, what else could you ask from a guy, bro? I mean, do you get me? From your backup striker scoring 4 goals in 4 games, so whereas your backup striker has no goals.
Are you convinced that Nketiah is the player we all think he is or is going to be?
What player is that?
I could say that.
I want to know what player that is.
I could say he scored 4 in 4 games, but the one game where you played a half-decent team, he wasn't on the score sheet.
Oh, what you mean? Which game was that? Which game was that?
Can I ask a question though? And
which game was that?
You see the 4 goals? Are you counting the 2 that he got against Oxford? I just want to know.
Of course, I am.
Well, there you go, bro.
Because is FA Cup not a competitive match anymore? Do you get a trophy at the end of it? I know it's tough for you to answer that question. Bro, you actually get the trophy for getting all the way in competitions? Are you telling me?
So you're going to come on today's show when we got a North London derby on Sunday. You're going to come here and start pumping your chest about Nketiah because he scored 2 goals against Oxford United. What league?
No, I didn't. But did I say that? I said he scored 4 goals in 4 games.
But 2 of those goals. But 2 of those goals came against Oxford.
So,
I rest my case.
Did one of Harry Kane's goals go in against Portsmouth? Didn't he just score against Portsmouth?
I won't be talking. Let me tell you something. I'm consistent. I ain't going to be talking about the FA Cup. Because you know what I think about the FA Cup. I think it's a Mickey Mouse Cup, and it's
which is ridiculous because no Spurs fan can call anything.
The only reason why I like the FA Cup is because it's an opportunity to give the regular guys who don't start some minutes. The only thing that's all I like about it. Let's give the likes of Jed Spence, all them brothers there that don't normally start, let them start. What I was pissed about is that Tottenham felt they needed to start Harry Kane and Son.
If they didn't, they wouldn't have gone through, bro. If you didn't start Kane, Portsmouth might have snicked a win, bro.
Bro,
facts.
You had about 6 first-team players on against Oxford.
And how many did you have?
We had 2.
Who? Just Son and Kane, yeah?
Son and Kane. Everyone
Brian
else
Hill was playing, wasn't he?
Was just on the bench. Brian Hill is not a starter for Spurs. So
he starts the last 2 games for you.
The last 2 games because Richarlison
and Kane
injured.
He's a starter.
That's like saying if you had the injuries that.
Okay, so is Nketiah a start? If that's the case, then we only had 5 first-teamers start because Nketiah is only starting because of Jesus. If we're playing your game,
are you dumb?
We can play that game too out here.
Are you dumb? You're talking about a starter that's 2 layers deep.
Huh?
Is Nketiah 2 layers deep?
What do you mean
If
2
there's no
layers deep?
Jesus, then Nketiah starts. Kulusevski's injured. Richarlison's injured. We have to play Brian Gill. We have to. Two. You got the one. So calm yourself down.
I don't. Bro, who else have we got to play that position, bro?
Look, I agree with Craig. We will know Wagwan this weekend when
always
plays against Spurs. Food bants, shut your face and be doing the trolling on Chelsea. We don't want to hear what you got to say right now. Nketiah.
Now, wow.
The jury's out on Nketiah. I'm not convinced, but your guy seems to be convinced because he's bagged 2 goals against Oxford.
Okay. So what are you asking me, Deji? Convinced about what?
No, I'm just saying.
What are you asking me?
I'm not asking you anything. You told me that you're happy, that you think your guy is a big game player.
When did I say that? Tell me, quote me when I said that, Deji.
Do you think Nketiah will score against Spurs this weekend?
100%. 100%. Okay. And you better not let it be the winning goal because Deji, Monday is gonna be a real long day for you, my guy. Trust me, my guy.
I've seen your editing skills of recent. Make sure you clip this segment, yeah?
Bruv, I'll clip it. Don't worry, man. Don't forget to smash the like button as well. Share,
clip the
comment, subscribe. Right. I'm gonna even put a timestamp in the video right now.
Put the timestamp on there. 15 minutes.
I'm gonna put a timestamp in the video right now. You don't want that.
As for me, I'm not gonna come on here and say I'm happy with what I'm seeing at Spurs.
Why would you, bro?
Can I just say something? Can I just say something though? You were pumping your chest. We smashed up Crystal Palace. Can you do this? Can you do this at Selhurst Park? Rare.
Deji, why are you making up?
I told you
literally making
that you guys were lucky against Palace, which you were, but you kept pumping your chest. We went to Palace and we slapped them up.
What about West Ham? What did you do at West Ham? What did you do at West Ham?
I'm not saying I'm happy about it.
You are. What did you do at West Ham?
I'm telling you, we slapped them.
What about West Ham? Did you slap West Ham?
We slapped up Crystal
Palace. Did you slap up West Ham?
What are you talking
Since we're talking about teams that we both played, did you slap up West Ham? Why are you silent, Deji? I'm hearing bare.
We played away. You were at home against West Ham.
Did you? I didn't ask for context. I asked a yes or no question, Mr.
Were you away from home? Did you play West Ham at home or away?
Deji. I just asked you a question. Can you? Do you know what? Answer my question, and I'll answer your question.
As I was saying, Tottenham went out there, did their thing. It was neat. Then we took on. The only thing I would say about the Palace result, Conte was. I don't know how Conte done it, but he managed to kind of get a response out of them. Do you get what I'm saying? He got a response out of them, and Tottenham was able to kind of do their thing. Since then, we played Portsmouth. It wasn't a great game. Tottenham pretty much changed the whole 11. 10 play. I think we had 9 players changed. It was Son and Kane that were really the kind of ever presence for the first team. I won't lie. I was surprised.
But that's your team anyway. Son and Kane is your team.
I was surprised to see Son and Kane. However, we made light work of Portsmouth. You get me? We really didn't come out of gear 1 and we did our thing. So I'm not about to do the disgraceful thing that my co-host is doing. I don't get excited about beating lower league teams. It's rubbish. It's a win-win for the lower league team. If they win, it's a giant killing. If they lose, well, you lost to a team in the Prem. That's just how it runs. That's why I call it Mickey Mouse and jokes is a Mickey Mouse Cup. So for me, it was a professional performance. Didn't have to come out of gear. And we reserved our team for the game this weekend. And that's about it. There's really nothing to say. A bit like yourselves, all the guard I could see was rested on the bench. I'm surprised Saka played. I don't know why you would.
That, to be honest.
I don't know why you would play Saka, but it goes to show the difference in quality, at least the perceived quality between Tottenham and Arsenal, because Arteta felt the need to play Martinelli and Saka. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? He might as well have played Party the way he was kind of moving in that pitch. Nketiah started. He banged 2 goals.
Mm-hmm. Light work.
Nothing to be proud about. Nothing to kind of ride home about. It is what it is, and it's as simple as that. So I think we can quickly just get into the North London derby. I want to just get
hold on. Let me get into some of the comments, real quick.
Let's get into the comments.
Bargav, he says, obviously you're doing a terrible job of hosting. You don't know how to do the comments. You're not used to it, Deji. I understand, bro. I understand. You don't know how the etiquette of hosting because it's been a while. But Bargav says 152-year-old cup can't be a Mickey Mouse cup. Let him know, Bargav. This Deji's confused. He doesn't know what he's never seen his club lift it. Has he? Wait, did you lift it in the 90s? I think maybe.
Gascoigne. Thank you.
Gascoigne.
I know you think I'm younger than I am, but yes, I saw the thing. I was almost there.
Good. Well done. You ain't seen it as any trophies as an adult. Nketiah must deliver against Tottenham, Man U, and Man City. I agree, 100%.
I agree. You know what? Let's not run joke on Nketiah.
You're the one running joke and disrespecting the guy.
I'm not disrespecting him. I first and foremost, I've been the one calling for him to start. You were,
and now he started and he's banked 4-4, and you're dissing him.
Northside weren't calling for him to start. I called for him to start, and so far, he's doing a great job for you, man. What I want to know is, can he turn up in the big games? So far, he played Newcastle. My man didn't turn up. Can he turn up against Tottenham at our stadium on the weekend? Well, let's see. But in terms of Diego Simeone, and answering Craig's question right there, will Tottenham take Simeone? No, because it's more of the same. Mourinho, Conte, Diego Simeone is much of a muchness. It's like
no, but you were excited to get Conte. So why are you changing things now, bro?
No, I'm not.
You were excited to have him.
No. If you were
telling me that everyone in the Premier League should be worried Conte's here. Well, till we get Champions League football.
Let me tell you this. If you're going to get a manager like Mourinho, Conte, Diego Simeone, you need to have a war chest. You need to chuck money at them. Conte is a good manager, but he can't do his thing if he ain't got a budget. Conte will turn Chelsea's season around. With that squad, with the money that they got slushing around, he would do a great job with that Chelsea squad. Now, unless we're ready, Tottenham have a decision to make. We either want to be one part of the Big Six. If we want to be part of the Big Six, we need to start spending some money and bringing in some big game players. 60 mil plus players.
Okay, on that.
If we don't want to do that, then let's do the stupid low-level thing and be like Wolves, be like Brighton, go out, look for a bargain and bring in a player. But what we can't do is be sitting in the middle. And that's what Tottenham's been doing.
And I hear that. I mean, talking about transfers, obviously you said when we did the show in the summer, you said Spurs won the transfer and the number one. You also recently been linked with Pedro Porro. Yeah. What do you think about that? Sorry?
Baller. I mean, Pedro Porro is the right back we never had. Remember, Spurs played Sporting Lisbon, and Porro was part of the reason why Tottenham got slapped up when we went to Lisbon in that game, and he played a good game when they came to White Hart Lane. For me, he's an upgrade on Doherty. He's an upgrade on Emerson Royale. He was previously at Man City. So any player that Man City had on their books, was a baller. And I'm hearing that the reason why...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
No.
What do you mean?
All right, finish your statement first.
Any player that City had on their books, is a big game player. The only issue was that Porro had an injury problem. That's what I'm hearing. So for me, if not for the injury problem, he would probably still be at City.
All right. Deji, all I need from you, this is all I need for you. I'm not going to lie. All I need for you is some consistency. I beg.
What do you mean?
Let me explain. Because you were telling me how Jesus is a Man City reject, Zinchenko is a Man City reject. Now you're telling me, because you're some Man City expert, every player that's played in a Man City team is a big game player. Make it make sense, Mr. Man, please. Yeah? No. You're confused.
Jesus and Zinchenko have been rejected by City, because if they weren't rejected, they'll still be there.
Is Porro there?
No, but I told you that the reason why
what are you telling me, bro?
They didn't get rid of Jesus and Zinchenko because they had an injury problem. They got rid of them because they got better players.
Okay, so how many league titles did Porro get, Man City? How many league titles?
I don't know.
Zero, bro. Zero.
I don't know. Can
Zero.
we
He
check?
had
Can we check?
zero league titles, man.
Can we check that? Because we're not doing
Check
your
it.
opinion on tonight's show.
Check it. Comment
We're not
section,
doing
let us know.
tonight's
Does
show.
Pedro Porro have any league titles for Manchester City? I've not seen him play enough minutes to get the league title, even if he was in the squad. But please let us know. I'm not going to speculate. But so, wait, honestly, do you think a right back is all you guys need in this summer, in this window?
No, we need a right back.
Especially when you got big man Spence on the bench.
We need a right back, we need another 10, and we need another striker. We need a
You don't need another 10, you need a 10, bro.
And we need a centre back. Apparently, we're looking at a guy called Nketiah. I forgot what team he plays for. But yeah, we need another Romero in the squad. If we get another Romero type along with Porro, I still don't understand why Spence ain't getting a look in.
He's obviously not good enough, bro. That's the reality, man.
Do you know what it is?
Trent Alexander that you thought he was, bro.
I think Conte is making a statement.
That what?
You know, when we brought in Spence, a lot was made about it's not Conte's player. And I think he's telling Tottenham, if you go and buy a player without my green light, I'm going to let him rot on the bench. It's not personal, but that's not what I want. And I think, do you know why? Let me tell you why. If he had played Spence, he wouldn't be getting Porro. That's the bottom line. But because
he sees him in the training session every day, bro.
Huh?
Spence is obviously not ready for the step up and from the championship.
Let me tell you now, live on this show. If Conte leaves Spurs and we get Pochettino in, Spence will start.
And it's going to be a madness. Reece James and that. Cafu in Cafu cloned and that.
Bro, you know, like that's how I know that me and you have obviously we've become more than just friends because you even know the lyric right now. You know that as soon as Spence starts, it's problem for the whole league.
Is there madness?
It's a mazza. In fact, let me tell you this. The one thing we do know this weekend is that you men are lucky Spence ain't playing. Because he would have chopped up your Tierney, Zinchenko, Belinko, Ryan, whatever. I don't give a damn who you got there.
So what you're telling me?
Chopped up your left back.
So what you're telling me is Spence is the best right back in the league, or what?
No, he's not the best right back in the league.
Okay, so we've had 14 wins, so we've at least 14 teams have not been able to
do. Can I just say something?
At least 14 teams have not been able to do what you're saying Spence will do.
Bro, what
a guy from the championship's going to do.
What you're not going to do.
You're not making sense.
What you're not going to do is play dumb.
I'm not playing dumb.
Spence at Nottingham Forest slapped you up in the FA Cup last
Our second team, bro. We had man like Patino, Lokonga, all these guys in our starting lineup.
No, those are the same players that played against Oxford United, and
And what was the score? 4-0. Patino was there.
Just a few minutes ago.
Patino played against Oxford. Yeah, he's not even at the club right now. He's talking about.
Played against Oxford.
Tavares, did he play against them too?
I don't know about any.
Should I continue, brother? You can't do this.
Let me tell you
what I'm saying is Spence ain't doing shit against our first team, bro.
Anyway, so that's what we're saying. So, Spence.
Nobody knows, Taib. Nobody knows.
Taib, you know Wagwan. Taib, come tell me what's going to happen this weekend. Because I'm done with you, man. I'm done with you guys. Anyway, as for me, I'm predicting an Arsenal win this weekend, regardless.
F off, Deji, man. F off.
Yeah, I got you, man, down to win 4-0.
F off, mate. F off, bro.
What?
Bro, we're not. Even though I know we're gonna win the game anyway, we're not falling for this reverse judge that you're doing. It's not working, man. Obviously, because you think it worked against Newcastle, so you're a little bit excited now. They got a little point at the Emirates, but it's not gonna work, bro. We are blowing you. We're winning this weekend.
But no, honestly, with the way that you man play football and the way that your chest is pumped, I've never seen anything quite like it. In the year that I've known you, I've never seen you so high. You get me? My man is Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall and stayed on the wall right now. That's what you're doing. So, bro, let me help you out. I got Arsenal to win 4-0 this weekend.
Great. Well, Deji, you can remix as many lyrics as you want from last week and that, but it's not gonna help you here. Because at the end of the day, if you had the record I had, you would have your chest out. But your team has never had that record. So you don't know what it feels like to have that chest out. We win
Can I
trophies.
ask you a
You
question?
lot win nothing, innit?
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Because I know where this is going. So because you're top of the league, can we agree on
So
this
I should
show?
be upset that I'm top of the league.
I don't want you to be dumb about it.
Okay.
I don't want you to be dumb about it. I think the football capital. I think football capital even knows where I'm going with this, because the great transfer window, where the Premier League or the Champions League did. I'm gonna say this to you, bro. If you win the Prem and Spurs win the Champions League, what are you saying about that? What does that mean for this?
Why are we doing fiction tonight? This is a serious show. We're doing fiction tonight.
Can I just say that I regret that statement, bro? Can you take
yeah, you should.
Back? Can you take that statement?
No,
back?
I said you should regret that statement. Do you know why it's fiction?
You know why you should regret that statement? Because you're chatting as if Tottenham has been knocked out of the Champions League.
No, but you're chatting as if that Tottenham has Tottenham won a Champions League before.
Bro.
Have they?
Is Tottenham?
So it's fiction. Have Arsenal won a Premier League before?
Is Tottenham currently in the competition? Yes or no?
Yes, for one more round.
Right. So
for one more round.
So we can do hypotheticals then. So let's do the hypothetical. The hypothetical being, if Tottenham win the Champions League and Arsenal win the league, which is the greater achievement?
Do you know what?
Answer the bloody question, bro. Don't be doing this.
What is a better achievement?
If buts and maybes.
I would say
don't be biased.
Because you don't win anything, probably the Champions League for Spurs, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Because you don't win anything. But the honest truth is, if you were like us and you won the Champions League and we won the Premier League would be better, because it's 38 games. Consistency is what wins the league for 38 games. If you have a good little run, good luck of the draw, you can win a Champions League. Yeah, but the truth of the matter is, Deji, the truth of the matter is, you're not winning the Champions League. It's borderline impossible. And I'm upset with you that you're still trying to run this narrative. And you're only running this narrative because you know they don't play Champions League football till next month. No. So you can ride it at least for another month. So enjoy this last month, Deji. Enjoy it while it lasts, my guy.
But am I hearing from you that basically it's a juice? It's even. If you win the league and Tottenham win the Champions League, we're even. Can you say that on the show?
For this season, yeah. If we win the league,
I don't want you
and Tottenham win the league and win the Champions League, right. We call it a juice for this season, for sure.
So can I now add to that? It's a juice, yeah? Can I also add now that Tottenham currently, we don't give a damn about the league?
Why don't you give a damn about the league?
Because our focus is on the Champions League.
No, but why is your focus on the Champions League now?
Because you know what, bro? I love your style of questioning, because I feel like I'm in some sort of courtroom. The reason why our focus is on the Champions League is because we killed two birds with one stone. What I mean by that? If Tottenham finish outside the top four and win the Champions League, we are in the Champions League next season as the winners. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And guess what? Yeah. And we won a trophy. Mm-hmm. So, bro, what I'm trying to tell you right now is I could give a damn what happens this weekend. I've got Arsenal to win 4-0 at White Hart Lane, and it don't bother me. It don't bother me because we don't give a damn about the league.
Deji, do you want me to mute you for the rest of the show? Is that what you want now? Because I'll happily mute you for the rest of the show. Because Deji, wait, hold on. What you're trying to tell me?
Look at that. The Wi-Fi is gone. Just when he wanted to land the punch. Yeah, look, the football capital is asking me a question. What is he saying? Deji, you're not even making top four. Bro, I think you've just heard me. I've kind of answered this question, bro. It don't matter if Tottenham don't make top four. We don't give a damns if we don't make top four, because as long as we win the Champions League, we have done what is required of us this season. We've got into the Champions League for next season, and we've won a trophy. So we smash up. Are you going to win a trophy? Or are you going to win that kind of trophy debate? That's over and done. So for me, I'm calm with that. So that don't even bother me. Tony Claude needs to just settle himself there in Helsinki, minus minus 20 degrees weather. He says, geez, Nigel, I had to defend you heavily on my show today. They said they clipped you saying Eddie's better than Haaland. I really hope not. I can't even go any further. James Bond, 007. Deji, please, man, just stop. Hey, yo, 007. I don't know why you man aren't allowing me to enjoy myself. The fact of the matter is you can't say nothing until Tottenham's out of the Champions League. All 16 teams has a chance of winning the Champions League. Whether you like it or not, that's something else. Whether you believe it or not, that's something else. But the fact of the matter is, any one of those 16 teams is going to win the Champions League. So until Tottenham get knocked out, nobody should be trying to tell me anything. I'm not hearing it. I don't give a damn. I'm not listening to you. You man don't play for Spurs. You lot aren't playing for AC Milan. So I'm not too bothered. So that's where you're getting. Tony Claude with his reverse judge. Talk about yourself and the reverse judge. I'm dealing with so many winners. Who is Spurs winning the Champions League with? Messi and Mbappe? Question mark. All right, football capital. Are you smoking bush? Because PSG have been having big game players like this, and they've not won the Champions League, my brother. How about Man City, bro? Man City have been slapping up the Premier League. They've not won the Champions League either. So, boy, and one thing, I think it was on Northside show. One thing one guy did say, it's not always the best teams in the league that end up winning the Champions League. Do you get what I'm saying? When Liverpool won the Champions League, they were doing dusty in the Prem. So, boy, I'm just putting it out there that there's precedence for this. 007 saying that there's no ambition, typical Spurs fan. What part of we're focused on the Champions League, killing two birds with one stone, means that we're not ambitious? Bro, we're going for the trophy that you man ain't won, bro. Bond. We're going for the thing. Have you won the Champions League, my brother? You haven't won it, bro. So we're going for that. You can't tell me nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we know where we are in it. We know we can't win the Premier League. We're too far behind. You, man, are doing a Leicester City where everything is just running in your circles. Witch doctors got involved over the summer. People started praying over Arteta, and you, man, are winning games. That's all it is. So that's how it's going to be. That's about as much as I'm prepared to give you. But, yeah, I see Arsenal winning the league and what? Taib is saying, in fact, hell no. If I became an Arsenal fan, that's because man got knocked out in a car accident and I lost my memory. That's the only time man can be an Arsenal fan. If not for that, brother, it ain't happening. Spurs don't win trophies. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? We'll see about that. We're still in the next round. Look, you man are talking about we have some respect for the FA Cup. I'm telling you now, if Tottenham win the FA Cup, I will still call it a Mickey Mouse Cup. How about that? But at least it will squash all this kind of chat that you man are trying to throw at me week in, week out. What's Tony saying? Deji, I want Booze Banks to handle you on my show first. Bring him and tell him to bring his TikTok and his little light at the end of it as well. Bring Booze Banks, tell him to bring his phone, tell him to bring his little TikTok thing, tell him to bring his Instagram. I will chop him up real quick. Chop him up. Do you get me? Because I'm looking forward to seeing what TikTok he kind of brings out next. He's saying, you in the league every week and can't win it. What's this guy talking? So what are you Bond 007? Can you confirm, are you man gonna win the league? Because I've called it. I've said you man gonna win the league. Speak with your chest right now, because I don't want you tapping in the shadows. Is Arsenal going to win the league? Yes or no? Just put yes, just put Y or N. I will know what you're saying. I don't need you to write some long essay. Just put Y or N in the chat and I'll know who you are. Get me? I'm not shouting at Booze Bants. We know about him already. Liverpool lost the league by 1 point when they won the Champions League. Okay. Yeah. But, you know, all right, football capital. I need to double check that. But if that's the case, Liverpool, Liverpool did their thing, to be honest. But I was hearing when they won under what's his name? When they won under Benitez, they were not in the top 4. Yeah, so can you qualify that, bro? When they won it under Benitez, bro, Liverpool was not riding high, second to City. So that's what I'm talking about. You trying to be a bit too clever for your own good. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah.
You lucky boy, Deji. You
No.
lucky boy.
Let me tell you.
Lucky boy.
Let me tell you what happened.
You lucky boy. What happened?
Let me tell you what happened. You were about to say some stupidness, and your Wi-Fi had to save you in your tracks. That's what happened.
You madman. So wait, let me go back to what I was going to say. So you basically told me in that little monologue before I got disconnected, was telling me that the only way Tottenham can get into the Champions League next year is by winning the Champions League. That's the first thing I learned from what you're stating. The second thing I learned is that you're just delusional, because that's a situation that you've never heard of, never seen. So I don't know why your manager has no pedigree in that tournament, but I don't know how, somehow, some way, a team that doesn't even have a proper right back, as you say, is going to end up winning the Champions League with a guy that has never won anything in Europe. Like, I don't get where your confidence comes from. I think it's a bit of delusion. I don't know if you just took a sip of something just there. Let me Delusions of grandeur is your nickname, bro.
Let me give you a couple of things real quick.
Nah, bro, you had 3 minutes to talk like madness while I had connection issues. Let me land.
Hurry up, because I need to say my point. Hurry up.
No problem. Like, Deji, you're saying mythology with your predictions. You're telling me as a Tottenham fan, you told me 5 minutes ago that you don't care about the North London derby if it's 4-0. That's the biggest load of bollocks I've ever heard in my life. There's no matter what, no matter if you're bottom of the league, if you're in the Championship, that's always going to be a derby. That's always going to be an explosive game. So don't even do that. First thing you try to pretend is that you don't care about FA Cups and Carabao Cups because you never win them. The next thing, you're not going to win this weekend, so you're trying to downplay it. Imagine a guy coming, he wants to talk about a North London derby, but he can't talk with chest. What kind of feeble, weak-ass Spurs fan are you, bro? You're a joke. You're a joke to your fan base. You're actually a joke to your fan base. Bro.
Yeah, let me just qualify a couple of things.
Go on, qualify.
What is the beauty behind the FA Cup? What? Because you've won it the most, by the way. What is the beauty behind it?
Yeah, we know.
What's the beauty behind the FA Cup?
Like a non-league could knock out a big boy.
Right. A non-league.
That's the beauty of it, because you get a chance to play them.
Basically, you get things that you couldn't foresee happening. Yeah?
Because you're not in the same league.
Stevenage beat Aston Villa. Did anyone see that happening?
Wrexham, beautiful.
Non-league Wrexham beat Coventry City. Did anybody see that happening? No. That's the whole point. Nobody sees these things happening, but these things happen. So in answer to this brother here, 2 meter level, do you also think Bruges, Leipzig, Frankfurt can win the Champions League? Bro, all 16 teams have the possibility of winning the league, bro.
Deji.
All 16. Until you get knocked out, you ain't got a chance. Right now, there's 16 teams. So 16 teams could win the Champions League. That's a fact.
First thing I want to say is, guys,
it's a fact.
First thing I want to say is, guys, smash the like button, share, comment, subscribe, watching now, later, all of that. Because Deji's doing none of that. Deji's doing none of that now.
Tayyip's making me laugh. Look at this. Look at that comment.
Brother, I don't think you needed to add the last bit of the comment, but the first part makes sense.
Tayyip, let me answer that, because I've already answered why you think that way. The only reason why you think the FA Cup is a proper cup is because that's the cup you've won the most. That's the only reason.
Okay, I have a question. Is there any cup that you won the most than us? Any? How many cups have you won more than us?
Bro, like I said, I only care about the
brother. You see, always doing diplomat. Bro, you need to come to Nigeria. The elections next month. You should be part of the House of Reps, bro. The way you dodge questions.
So far, you lead in the league because you've won the league 3 times, yeah?
Huh?
You won the Premier League 3 times, yeah?
Oh, the Premier League. Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing in the Premier League? Anyway, we beat you in the Premier League. We beat you in total league titles.
You've won the Premier League
more times. We've won 13 league titles, bro. 13.
No. How many times have you won the Premier League?
13 league titles, bro.
Bro.
Don't ask me questions that you can't answer, bro.
Premier League, bro.
3.
Right, 3.
What about you?
You've won it more. We've not won.
What about you?
And In terms of Champions League, is it fair to say that we're on the same level?
For sure, neither of us have won it.
I'm not bothering with the Mickey Mouse Cups. You know me, I've been true to my word. I ain't bothering with the FA Cup.
Nah, bro, it's painful for you. You would do a knee slide. You will want a DVD if you don't win the FA Cup this season, bro. You love it, bro. You love it because you know you can't win it, bro. So I don't understand it. That's what it is. You can't win any trophy, bro. If you want your team to be challenging, you need to win some stuff.
What is Richie saying?
They need to believe that they can win trophies, Deji. So if you want to challenge, so wait, are you gonna then potentially you're gonna win the Champions League and then go for the league next year, or what is it?
Why not? That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Oh my, Deji, I need whoever your supplier is, man, get him to the rest of the world because we all need to be as hyped as Deji Spurs is in 2023. First thing I want to apologize to the viewers. I didn't see this coming, guys. I didn't think on a North London Rivals show we'd have a spineless Spurs fan. I'm going to look them back up next week because Spurs fans that actually understand the importance of a North London derby is telling me that he doesn't care if he loses 4-0. It's not even enjoyable swinging with you now, Deji, because you got defeated, wounded animal. We beat you to a pulp so much that you're backing down.
Let me tell you this.
You said I don't care about what happens this Sunday.
Listen, I've backed Arsenal to win every game from now to the end of the season. You
said you don't care about this weekend's game and you're a Tottenham fan. That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing.
Let me tell you why I don't care. Because
I don't need to know why, bro. The fact that you don't care is enough.
Let me break it down. You talked about, is it 3 points when you win? Like earlier in the show. Is it 3 points? Like, ain't it 3 points if we win 2-1? Rare. If we don't beat you this weekend, it's just 3 points. At the end of the day, with Tottenham currently sitting 5th in the league, it really makes no difference to us. Are we getting, if you beat us this weekend, are you knocking us out of the Champions League? No, you're not. So why am I going to be stressing? I'm not going to stress over nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, you want us to go toe-to-toe. Rare. I burst your bubble. You didn't expect it. I done an Eminem 8 Mile on your ass. I basically told you, come slap us up 4-0. And what? Man slapped you up with an Eminem, dropped you.
So you're trying to do the palms are sweaty, knee weak, arms are heavy.
You got no bars, yeah? You got no bars.
Nah, it's just I'm fighting with a wounded animal. The guy you have nothing left in you, Deji. That's what this means. You have nothing left. In January, you've forfeited the league in January. That's typical Spurs. And the reason why you're not bothered about it because you're used to it. Not being part of any sort of league race, title race for come after the new year. You're used to that shit. Spurs are not even in the top 4. You know what I'm saying? You're not even in the freaking top 4 anymore. You're not even part of no conversations but negative ones.
So I need to ask you a question.
Ask me one. A good one, please.
I don't know. Which team has won the league? When was the last time a team won the league and the Champions League? I think it was it Man U? When they did
in the Premiership, in the Premier League, is that you said?
When they did the trouble.
When Tevez, Ronaldo, and Rooney.
So they won the league and the Champions League that
year. That Chelsea one. Huh?
Was it a treble they won that year?
Nah. That was the one that they beat Chelsea in the final on penalties.
So it's a rarity, isn't it, to do both.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what
so what's your point?
So my point is, we're not here to do both this year, bro.
Bro, you're not here to do either. That's the thing that's frustrating me, Deji. You're not here to do either. You're not going to do either.
Focus on the champion, bro. Look, you should be happy that your team is going for the Prem.
Of course I am. You shouldn't be happy that your team isn't.
I got you, man, to win 4-0 this weekend, bro.
Brother, look, this is what I'm saying to you, brother. You're not going to shy away from it. At the start of the season, you are pumping your chest about league titles and Premier League titles. You've been terrible in the league, and rather than just admit no. Rather than admitting that you're just terrible, you're trying to say, we're focusing on the Champions League now. People don't say that in January unless they've been toilet. Your team are toilet, dog shit, bro. Your manager has been dog shit this season as well. And your attitude right now is dog shit because you're not even backing your team to do something. Bro. Are you gonna? So you're telling me your team's gonna finish 6th and you're gonna win the Champions League?
I'm saying
you got it right with the sixth position, like I predicted at the start of the season.
I'm saying I don't give a damns where Tottenham finish as long as we get Champions League.
But you said they were going to win the league, Deji. Why don't you now? Why don't you? Okay. Tell me why you don't give a damn about the league now.
Because we can't win the league.
But I thought you could.
It was either or, bro. I didn't know.
Okay,
I knew we were going to win one. It was either or.
Yeah.
I didn't say we're winning both. I said either or. And it looks more likely that we're going to win the champs than this.
Brother, you can't keep clean sheets at home and you ain't going to win no Champions League, bro.
Bruv, we got AC Milan next, and you said it yourself. If a good run of games, the luck of the draw, anything can happen.
Bruv, Rafael Leao is going to put a brace on your head top, brother. Giroud's going to come back to haunt you like he always does, mate.
What are you, Mystic Meg?
Yeah, because you seem to think you are. You think you're going to win the Champions League. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what's actually going to happen next month.
All right, cool, bro. Cool.
Telling you what's going to happen. And Deji, I'm not going to lie, bro. If this is what North London Ramshire is going to be like, where you're going to be dodging and weaving past your previous predictions, you're telling me shit like you don't care about the North London derby. Soon I'm just gonna start replacing you. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think there's a guy that wants to have a little word with you right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been running your mouth, talking shit. Hey, Boods, we've broken Deji. We've literally broken him. We've broken him, bro. He's now saying they're gonna finish sixth, and the game on the weekend doesn't matter, bro. He's been broken, bro. It's brutal what we've done to him, man. Sixth, they're gonna finish. He said.
Why are you even talking?
Brother.
Why are you even talking, Deji?
What are you doing there?
The league, mate.
Well, we're top of the league, so we can talk all we want.
Bruv, at the end of the day, I asked you the same question I asked Nigel. If Spurs win the Champions League and Arsenal win the Prem, aren't we equal? Don't be stupid and start doing your TikTok thing. This ain't TikTok, bro. I need you to be sensible now for one. Be Bants, not the TikTok who wants to go out there and be doing
Listen, I'll come on here. I want to make a deal with Nigel.
Aren't we quits if Spurs win the Champions League?
Yeah, all right. You ain't winning it, are you?
Do you get what I'm saying? These are fictional things he's asking you. Fiction.
Huh? Go on.
Yeah, I know, man. I want to make a deal with Nigel, innit? Because basically, everything that we can clip up from all these shows is basically going to be sort of like a Netflix series, innit? Like, I want to invest in Nigel. He's going to need about 1 terabyte of data to clip everything up. I'm willing to invest in this series because I think me and Nigel could go clear with this. I'll be real.
For real, bro. We
some
of
your takes, bro. Well,
brother,
bro. Like some of the things this guy said, bro.
No, but bro, Bance, look, you've been battling with me for months about your team, how great they are. Wax Liverpool, rare. We can't get enough of it. In fact, my timeline is getting a bit tired of you're posting on steroids right now. My man's posting like 3 videos.
You know nobody's lying.
I know, bro. Exactly. You can't even look you in the screen.
Posting.
I can't even post on my own stuff, bro.
Posting. Do you know what I'm saying? What I want to know is, look, what more do you want? I've said that you, man, are going to win 4-0 on the weekend.
We're going to beat you 4-0 at your place.
Yeah.
So you'd be embarrassed about that?
I'm not embarrassed about it, bro.
So wait, you telling me if you lost 4-0 at home, you'll not be embarrassed about that?
Bruv.
So you're not a Tottenham fan.
Those who know me.
Back off that shirt, bro.
Those who know me know about a thing called reverse judge. And I've said it on this show that I am going to be predicting Arsenal wins from last week to the end of the season. Bro. So I've got you down to win 4-0.
You said Villa was going to come above us, bro. Yeah.
Pause.
As Richarlison over Jesus. Jesus is injured, man. Richarlison, how many goals has he got in the league?
How many games has Richarlison played?
He's played like about 10 games at least.
No, don't be silly, bro.
Don't be silly. Yes. Go check it out.
Why are you being so Nigerian, Deji? Don't ask a question with answer a question with a question. Answer his question first. How many goals has Jesus?
How many games has Richarlison played in the Premier League?
I'll answer that as soon as you answer his question.
Yeah, but what didn't you think of that when you made that bet? Because you got Kulusevski, the best youngster in the world. And
The
Spain and
season,
Connor.
as the
For you,
as the
apparently
season
for you it
finished,
is,
though.
Dej.
Fans, has the season finished though?
For you it has.
Well, mate,
Bruv, all
not
I'm
being
saying
funny.
is reverse judge that you man are gonna win the league.
Listen, mate, we're just happy to be up there, man. We're normally battling with you, man, innit? But it's just that's not even there anymore. But at the start of the season, you were saying to me and Nigel, look, respectfully, guys, you guys are not in the conversation.
Dead
basically.
food. Dead food.
Like you are talking with Chelsea and Man City, and what's happened to like Chelsea anyway? You're lucky that Chelsea are doing what they're doing. That ain't on your neck more.
Yeah.
They've been your savior. I'll be so real. Bottleham just been off my
Oh,
radar.
ain't that the point that I've been making? Who foresaw what happened to Chelsea? What's happening to Chelsea? Did any of you man foresee it?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Is it my team moving Moody? Sorry, guys.
You didn't foresee it, bro. You had Chelsea in your top four.
Deji
like you had Liverpool in your top.
To be honest,
like you had Liverpool in your top three.
Like you had Liverpool in your top three. And I still have them in my top four. They will finish above you. Liverpool will finish above you, bro. You just told me you're finishing sixth, Deji. So cool. As far as you're concerned, you're finishing out of there, bro.
I don't care where we finish.
That's a lie, Deji. You're like that's what I'm saying, Boots. We've literally broken this guy. So this is what it's man. This is what's happened, Boots. This is what's happened. He came on North London Rivals show, start of the season, summer with chest, like my team is this, my team is that. But what happened is, over the World Cup period, Deji did some reflecting, Boots. Reflect like, why am I getting trolled? Why am I getting bullied online? It's too much. He was on the phone. If I send you some of the voice notes, he was like, Nigel, man, like, why is everyone coming for me, man? Why is everyone coming for me? What's going on? So he reflected. He made some changes. You know what? I'm not gonna get clipped up anymore. I'm just gonna say Arsenal are gonna win everything. So if it doesn't happen one week, I can say it was reverse judge. Exactly. This is embarrassing.
Let me break down the thing for you.
Go on, break it down, Dej.
Yeah.
Bagaboo says you're on the road.
You got to kind of look at the atmosphere and love the terrain. Do you get what I'm saying? Listen, because I got a point here.
I hope so.
When Leicester won the league, every week we were waiting for Leicester to lose a game. And it didn't happen, and they won the league. And I'm seeing the same sort of footsteps with your dusty team. Where
how many times that happened?
Listen,
Ever.
And I knew Arsenal was going to win the league when Nketiah did a pirouette, spun the defender like he was skating on ice in the Winter Olympics, and he banged the goal against West Ham. Then I knew that the gods were on your side. Zeus and Hercules, Hades, all them mythical Greek gods, they were all on the Arsenal side. Somebody be doing some little witchcraft, drinking blood over the summer, but that's another stream. So you, man, have got all those things going for you. So I've decided now for reverse judge, which is I've been predicted the downfall of Arsenal week in, week out. It's not happened. So Leicester City, the alarm bells are ringing. So I got to do what I got to do. Arsenal's going to win the league, and I'm predicting wins from now.
Please, you can take this, Boots.
So you're just going against basically what you're saying, like just the hope, basically. So even though I'm not open Arsenal are going to fall down, because that's what you've been saying the whole time. You're just doing this reverse, whatever you're saying.
Bro,
you're just...
all you're hearing from me is that Arsenal to win 4-0 on the weekend.
Richie's spot on. You make your bed, you lie.
I'm thinking about Conte now, bro, because you got Con, didn't it? You really thought this guy going to bring you a trophy. And all you end up doing is watching shit football, Spurnley, bro. We call you now, innit? You man is shit. It's boring.
You know what it is?
There's no club, bro. You know what's going on, bro?
Bro, can I? Let me remind you of something, bro.
It's so sad for you guys. I really am.
One of the reasons why you are who you are, why you're getting the kind of how many followers you got now? Over 100,000. It's like 200,000 followers. One of the things that make you effective, bro, is that your banter is about things that have happened. I love it. Like you came out with the Chelsea one. Fucking hell, mate. You were literally waiting for the final whistle to blow when you brought that to like, like that. You're like getting it out within 5 seconds. Bro,
I hope there's a point at the end of this, by the way.
Bro, let me just help you though. You can't banter something that ain't happened yet, my dog.
Yeah,
And what's that?
You know
What's
Tottenham
the
is
thing?
still in the FA Cup, and we're still in the Champions League. So don't be telling me about trophy and this and that and this and that. Until Tottenham are knocked out, you have to hush your gums.
You know them pub fights, Nigel. You know them pub fights, yeah, when one man's on his jacks and he just gets beat up, and he keeps getting up, and he carrying on till the end. That's Deji. He carrying on till the end, and there's still a chance.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Yeah, no, Boots. It's even better than that. Do you know what I've realized about Deji, Pat, Sam Spurs? Like, if I was ever like cornered, let's say there was 5 of us and I had Deji, Sam, and Patrick Tyrant with me, yeah, and it was us 5 against 20. Them man, yeah, the wordplay of those Tottenham man that I'm with will get me so gassed up that I'll actually think, do you know what? Us 5 could take them 20, you know? Like, yo, we could do this. So because they're so good with the lyrics and the wordplay, so I'll be like, do you know what? Those are the guys I want to go into fight with. Delusional guys that'll make me go blindly into a fist fight, right? So after we get into the fight, let's say we do a mad thing. We take up 10 man between us, but then we forget there's 10 more in it, and they tuck us in, stamping on our heads, bloodshed, everything, yeah. And at the end of that, bro, I'm like nearly dying, saying, guys, they fucked us up, man. But Deji and them lot will be saying, but at least we took out 10 of them. We might have lost the battle, but we took out 10 of them. What sort of rubbish brother, story? That's you though. Your blind faced and delusion has got you here.
Just admit it, man. You've been wrong about everything, man.
Wrong about what?
Everything.
How?
Everything you've said this season.
I said Tottenham is going to win the league or Champions League. So how have I been wrong?
Neither of them are happening.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, but you can't say that until we're out of the competition.
I know, man, but you can't say Arsenal won't get relegated. I swear, man, ain't on 40 points.
But guys, banter aside, can you just agree with me that you man actually can't say that until we're out?
That's like we can't say we're gonna lose.
Just be noble.
No. You're right. That's like we can't say we're not gonna lose to 20 man versus 5 until they're beating us up. I get it.
Okay, so Deji, why are you saying that we're too far ahead in the league? Deji, why are you saying then? Why have you got that rationality with the league? You're saying you can't win the league. I heard you earlier on the show.
Yeah.
You said we can't. So use the same rationality.
Didn't you hear what I said about witchcraft?
You're playing so shit. Did
you not
ain't gonna go win the Champions League, are you?
Bro, did you not hear what I said about the witchcraft and people doing
what is this all shit, man? What are you talking about?
You said you can't win. He's talking about witchcraft, you know. I don't understand.
You said you can't win the league, yeah? So why are you saying you can't win the league? Because you still can.
Bro, like I said.
Why are you beatboxing, my guy? Stop beatboxing.
Let me tell you why Tottenham can't win the league. Because we've lost 5 games. How about that?
So reverse judge. So your reverse judge is saying you believe Tottenham can win the league. Okay,
no one wins the league when you lose more than 3 games in the season. You know that. So stop playing dumb, bro.
Nah.
It's been done, bro. It's been done many times.
When you lose more than 3 games, you don't.
It's been done many times.
Who did it, Nigel? Who did it?
United have done it. We've done it.
5 is
Chelsea
sort of
have done it.
And you're Spurs, bro. You got Harry Kane and Son and Kulusevski and all these men. Richarlison will still get a goal. I believe Richarlison will score this season.
Let me break down something. Let me break down something for you.
Smash the likes.
We're going for the trophy. We're going for a trophy. You can't win this season.
What? I don't really care, man. We was never in it.
We're going for a trophy that you can't win this season.
Yeah, we knew this at the start of the season, bro. Like, what's this? What are you telling us? Saying new?
What I'm saying is,
that's a really good argument to come with, mate.
The Champions League, bro.
Cheers, mate.
Focus on the Champions League.
Thank you. Are you going to be in it next season?
Yeah.
As champions, as reigning champions, we
exactly. What a stupid question.
That's giving me.
Well, I don't think this. I don't think this is a stupid question.
When Tottenham win it, can you do that for yourself? I want you to be big enough.
For sure, we'll do that.
On your TikTok to go. When you ask me the question, is Tottenham going to be in the Champions League next season? I need you to be big enough to
I'll
go.
tell you what.
Stupid when we win.
And I'll make sure me and him both wear a Tottenham shirt for that video, bro.
Aye,
Especially
aye.
for you, bro.
1 hour
Especially
and
for
4 minutes. Can you clip
Yeah.
that on the next?
I will do.
Yeah, calm.
The little 1 minute clips that you put out.
Yeah. We'll add that. No
And
problem.
also the bit where
You still flying the guys over? Have you sorted out like the loans and stuff?
Look into the travel for June and that. I want to come London in June when it's hot.
Aussie Guna.
I can't wait.
We'll link up, Boots, man. On
I will say this though, and this is real talk, and I don't want anyone to be offended by this.
To be honest, I don't mind an economy thing if you're struggling with it.
I think it's all right for you to come, but your bedroom that's just come out of the tunnel. I don't know about him, bro. I don't think he can last the flight with the way he screams and he shouts at people. I think he's got a couple of screws loose. I don't know if he can make the trip.
Hey, there'll be no slander on my right-hand man right about now.
Bro, I'm telling you.
The bet is a bet. Don't make me have to invite
I'm telling you about your guy.
What when he catches you, Deji, at Terminal 4?
Bro,
this is the thing.
That
Deji's always brave when when he comes on, he's quiet.
That Kanabi is getting arrested, mate. That guy is
Now, Aussie Guna as well. Aussie Guna, you got to fly him as well.
Mate. A whole day will take him to get there.
He'll put you on the barbecue, mate.
Bring on the whole bloody stream.
Now, but real talk. Richie Dubfella was asking a genuine question here. Is Newcastle a bigger club than Spurs now?
How?
It's arguably, yeah.
He's asking.
Yeah.
Do you have an answer for us, Dej?
Newcastle got more money than Spurs.
Flipping. Now, that sounded like a yes to me there, Boots. What you saying?
They got more, bro. They're a bigger club than you, bro.
Nah, they're not, bro.
They're the biggest club in the Premier League.
What are you saying? What are you talking about? We asked about Tottenham, and this is where he's gone to.
Newcastle is the biggest club in the Premier League. Why? Because they've got the most money.
You're crazy, bro. The biggest club.
Ever a top 6 club? Then?
We didn't ask who's the richest club in the Premier League. We asked the biggest guy.
That's what the question was. Read between the lines.
Nah, bro. We asked who the biggest club, not the richest club. They don't have the best stadium. They have minimal trophies. They're I don't know the last time they played in Europe. Like, what are you talking about? Which part of them is the biggest club in the Premier League? They're the richest, yes, but not the biggest. So basically, what you really wanted to say is Newcastle are bigger than Spurs, and you tried to bring us all in with.
You just answered your own question, bro.
Man said Newcastle are better than Spurs, but he wanted to bring us down with him.
If you want to talk about the ability to buy players, Newcastle could get.
Bro, we never asked for all these caveats. We just asked, let me bring the question up again because maybe Deji's a bit.
I don't want.
This is all I asked you, man. Just said, is Newcastle a bigger team than Spurs? And he's given all these parables and that.
I have to give you the parables because they got more money than Spurs. They got more money than you.
Just in case.
They got more money.
But they're not a bigger club than me. I can never say that.
Bro, let me break it.
That doesn't just mean big club doesn't mean
they got more money than PSG.
So what does that mean?
Yeah, so you know what time it is. They could buy Mbappe.
But is Mbappe gonna go there?
Bro, why not?
Because Newcastle, how about that?
Newcastle can afford to pay 1.5 mil a week.
But they're not gonna win the league.
How do you know?
I'm telling you.
With Mbappe up top, they'll win the league.
So with Mbappe up top under Eddie Howe, Newcastle win the league with that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're third, aren't they? They're third without really buying any proper players.
Nigel, that's not shocking, man. He told us Villa was going to come above Arsenal.
Yeah, for real.
Newcastle are third.
This is mild, what he's saying. Considering where Newcastle are, this is mild. Deji, that's not even a bad shout for you.
Right. Deji, obviously, I've seen this has been a tough show for you, Deji, and it started off well, 2 wins in a week.
Bad coming on and bullying. I can see he's about to cry a little bit.
Yeah, literally, bro. Man saying he doesn't care about North London derbies and that. We've broken the guy. He's talking about judge instead of football. Anyway, Rich, let me get through some of these comments. Smash the like, smash the comments, smash the comments, like and subscribe. Now, real quick, I'm going to get through the comments, Deji. 1 sec. Imagine Kane telling his grandkids he won nothing, but he was the top scorer in the Premier League. Fantastic.
That's still something to be proud of.
Yeah, for Spurs fans. Yeah, for sure. This is my best comment of the day. On a positive note, You're cool though, Deji. No hard feelings. Yeah, like he is a cool guy. He's a cool guy, bro. Like other than the team he supports and the waffle he talks about, reverse judge and all that, he's actually a genuine good guy, bro. Big him up, man. Don't be hard on Deji. And you bullies on social media that got Deji to start talking like this, I'm coming for all of you. You can't be doing my guy like this. Booze, I know you're upset. Yeah, like, this is not the Deji you expected to see today. This is like Mike Tyson in his last fight, man. Has all the bites beforehand. In his last fight, he retired early because he didn't have it in him anymore. Deji's threw in the towel in January, bro. In January.
4-0, his club's going to get whacked up.
Bloody
Nothing
heck.
for me, bro.
This is embarrassing.
This shit.
Bro, these are the facts, bro. Spurs can win the Champions League. Big up Prince Fuad TV, man. Spurs can win the Champions League.
Is Forward doing a reverse judge, or he actually believes in that?
Bro, he said it twice in the comment section now, so I don't know. After you man finished above Arsenal and the hype that came after, I thought you man was actually going to clean up.
Has the season finished though? Because Richie's talking like the story's ended.
Bro, we've seen how this story ends, bro. Let's not.
Calm down. What I would say to Richie, dub fella, is calm yourself down, my brother. It's only January. Let us get to April and then start giving us that kind of end.
Well, Richie, is this true, Boots? Do they have more history than surely they don't? I don't know.
I know Spurs. When did Newcastle won the league? The Spurs won it in the 60s, didn't it?
Newcastle have not won the league. Newcastle.
You won it in the 60s, didn't you, Dej? I think your granddad's granddad knows it. 1960s, isn't it?
That's like.
I don't think they even had him.
I can't wait to banter with you at the end of the season, my bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
You're just confused, man. You think you're gonna lose?
Make sure we
you think you're gonna win the Champions League? It don't make sense
because you don't, bro. Make sure we're live together.
Deji,
I
beg you pick me up from the airport in June.
Let's go live in the room.
I beg you pick me up from the airport in June when you fly me through. I don't mind economy, bro. I'll upgrade it myself if I need to.
I got you, man. You're coming through in cargo. You're in your bedroom.
As long as you're there to pick
me up. You know Conair,
innit? Oh my gosh. Obviously we've got a little bit over there, but let's wrap it up a little bit now because obviously
let's quickly do predictions and then because I have to bounce as well. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. First thing I'll say is hopefully by the North London derby, we've completed our signing of Mudryk and maybe Tottenham have completed their star signing of the right back Pedro Porro.
The derby, I doubt it. After the derby, I think.
All right, but in terms of I'm gonna do a proper Derby Day preview with some real Spurs fans that actually believe in their side in the Premier League still, and how this victory actually means something to them and not delusional like Deji trying to soften the blow for the weekend. So we're going to be doing that on either Thursday or Friday. Just check out our social
Bring me back on.
I don't know. I'm definitely not bringing you back on, bro.
Spurs fans.
We want real Spurs fans. They're going to back it in it, not pussy holes in it.
I'll
take that back. He's a good guy.
Spurs away, just Deji.
That's fine.
Deji, yeah, just Deji. You just remove that Spurs the next time on the stream. Just call you Deji so you can represent everyone.
We've got a bit lower, and we don't want to see that little cock on the badge. Just you've got a P top on that.
And obviously now you're not in the top 4. If you don't support Spurs anymore, it's not as embarrassing doing the shows with me anymore. You know the ones there. Yeah. But if we're going for score,
you could be presenter like Gary Lineker team.
Yeah, okay, come. Keep saying my bros. Keep saying.
So I would say, I guess obviously as Deji's hosting, he can get the last prediction. I'm gonna predict. I said earlier today. I said we'll go 2-0 up. Last few minutes, they'll nick a little goal, make it a little bit edgy for a bit, but we'll see it through 2-1 to Arsenal. It'll look more comfortable than that scoreline suggests, though.
Bant?
2-1 or 3-1, man.
Yeah. To who?
Come on.
Of course.
Those are silly questions.
Well, I'm reverse judge. I got Arsenal to win 4-0.
4-0, yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. And you also think you're going to win the Champions League, but you'll get smashed up 4-0 by Arsenal.
Yeah.
Brother, this is the reverse judge show. He's not. He said he's going to win the Champions League because he knows he's not. He said he's gonna. He said Arsenal.
What did you just say? You want to go out first round of the Champions League? If you're
Don't worry about that.
You don't even know what you're thinking now, man.
Don't you worry about my
club. Reflections fucked you up.
Don't worry about my club. Just know.
All I'm saying is this: if we make 2 signings this January window, it's long for Spurs fans, bro. It's long in every way, shape, or form. Not only are you going to finish outside of the top 4, there's a chance that Arsenal could potentially win the league. I'm not saying we can now because we don't have the squad, but if you allow us to buy 2 players this window, problems.
Just taking a picture of this one.
Well, let's see, bro. Let us see. But look, everyone, you've heard us tonight. You've heard what I've had to say. You've heard Bance, what he's got to say. You've heard Niger. These men are acting like the league is going to get sewn up this weekend. I will just keep telling you what I've been saying to you guys for the last few weeks. Bance, Niger, I hope your team does you the service that you men deserve. Yeah, I hope your team does, because you know if your team starts flopping,
can I say one thing though?
I'm waiting for you, man.
One thing, bro, just before we can't, our season is not going to be defined on like dusty games against Spurs before you say we're going to wrap up the league. Yeah, it's not going to be defined on that. There's bigger games around the corner. I just wanted to add that in. So you're wrong in that.
And everyone, and this is what I know, the whole Premier League is scared when they're trying to bully us into the narrative that if we don't win the league, it's been a bad season. We're not buying that, because nobody predicted where we would be right now, and we're here. There's an opportunity. If we sign 2 players, then I can see us maybe getting the job done. If not, then finishing second in the league is definitely nothing. It's not nothing to be disappointed about, especially to a great side like Manchester City, especially when a lot of pundits didn't even expect us to finish in the top 4. So exactly. That's how I'll close the show. Exactly. Deji, any last words?
No. See you on Sunday, and make sure that we're having a show Sunday after the game. Don't go nowhere. Everyone, make sure you tune in straight after the game, 15 minutes after the game. We're going toe-to-toe. Bants, be about. Don't be saying that you're out shopping and getting food and all that rubbish that you like to do. Make sure you're on the show on Sunday where we chop it up. We chop up the results after the game.
No problem, brother. Oh yeah, now my people, One Touch TV over and